Today in our 2016 Ford Escape, we're going to take a look at and show you how to install the CURT Custom Fit Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver. This offers the 2" by 2" opening. Its part number is C13186. Alright, here's what our hitch is going to look like installed. As you can see, a really nice clean look here on the back of the vehicle. We've got a hidden main cross tube that's going to be all the way across. That's something that's really nice about this hitch versus some of the other ones that are available. Some of them have a cross tube that stays visible the whole time and then actually drops down a little bit. So if you don't want to see your hitch behind your vehicle, you want it to be as unnoticeable as possible, this is definitely a great option. Got our safety chain connection points around the bottom here. It's going to be like a rounded steel stock. Gives us plenty of room to connect those safety chains when we need to. Got our 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. The end of it's nice and flush, and that's going to come up behind our bumper, so we really won't have to worry about hitting our knees on it or anything like that. We've got a 5/8 diameter pinhole here on the outside. It's going to work out really well, it looks like, for most accessories that we want to choose, whether it's a pin and clip, locking hitch pin, anti-rattle device. We should have plenty of room on each side to get those connected. Our hitch is going to offer a 350-pound tongue weight rating. It's going to be the maximum downward force we can put here at our receiver tube opening. And it offers a 3,500-pound gross trailer weight rating. That's the total weight of our trailer and anything that we load up on it. If we go into a weight distribution setup, we're going to increase our tongue weight up to 500 pounds, and our gross trailer weight is going to go up to 5,000 pounds. Of course, we do need to check the owner's manual on our Escape, see what it's rated for, and we'll go off of whichever of those numbers are the lowest. Now, a few measurements that will be helpful in selecting our ball mount, bike rack, or hitch cargo carrier will be from the ground to the inside top edge of the receiver tube opening. We've got about 13.5 inches. Then from the center of our hitch pin hole to the outermost edge of our bumper, it's about 4 inches. All right, now the first thing we need to do is lower our exhaust hangers here. We're going to have 2 bolts that are going to go up into the frame. So we're going to back those out. We'll do the same thing on our passenger side. And now these bolts we won't be reusing, so we can set them aside or give them back to our customer. Now we'll use a little bit of spray lubricant. We want to go just in front of our rear cross member here. There's going to be a little rubber hanger there. Spray it with a little bit of lubricant. And we just want to pry that off there. Now we're going to enlarge our access hole just a little bit. Now you can do this with the file. You can try to bend it with a wrench. Or what we're going to do is just use a little cutting wheel. Just notch out the side of it there. Now we'll go over and do the same thing for our passenger side. Now we need to remove this small little nut that's on the front side of the heat shield. And then we're going to take off right down this edge right here. Take off about that amount of our heat shield. We're going to be removing this so our hitch has a nice spot to sit up there without any interference. It's pretty thin material, so pin snips or shears will work fine. That should be fine there. We'll go do the same thing for our other side. Now through the access hole that we enlarged, we're going to fish wire 1 bolt, the 7/16 carriage bolt, through this rearmost round hole on the outside of our frame rail. Just use our pull wire. That's going to go into the frame rail there, and then we'll just guide it out our hole location. And we'll slide our spacer block up and in. And then also our carriage bolt. You can see here we'll pull them till it come out of the frame. Then we just want to slide that right back in. And we get our other 2 started. Now for our access hole location, what we're going to do is slide our bolt up and in, then our spacer block, and we'll bring it right down, right in that same spot. Now we'll head over to the passenger side, do the same thing there. Now we want to guide our hitch up over the exhaust Now what we're going to do is pull our fish wires down through our hole locations there. We have the two on the bottom. We're going to use the first one closest to the back and the third one from the back. And then you'll see our longer slotted hole here on this side. We just want to gently raise our hitch up. And we'll want to pull our rearmost bolt through there. We can just let our hitch rest on that while we take off one of our pull wires here and get our nut threaded on. All right, now we want to take a quick look just to be sure our hitch is centered with our vehicle. We also want to make sure that the holes that are beside the lower mounting holes here, or mounting bolts, are lined up with the weld nuts that we took our exhaust hanger out of. Now we'll go through and snug up our hardware. Now we can look in our instructions and find our torque specifications. We need to tighten all of our hardware down appropriately. Now we can use the new hardware and get our exhaust put back up. Then we can put our rubber hanger back up here in the middle. With our exhaust re-secure, that's going to complete our installation of the CURT Custom Fit Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C13186 on our 2016 Ford Escape.